What is going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20, and this is a big one. Gonna need your support for this one. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It's literally all we do here. We can build a winner together. This is ALCS game number 7 at Comerica Park. Tigers do get the home field advantage for this one. You can see how the series has gone. It has been a vastly exciting series. Tampa took game 1, Tigers took the next 3, and Tampa on a 2-game win streak to force this game 7. Carlos Martinez will pitch it. He has not been great this postseason. He is on a short leash, facing Kyle Isbell to lead this game off, and Isbell going to ground out to shortstop for out number 1. That'll bring up Willie Adames, and Adames hits one deep to right field. Marte able to get under the liner and make it out number 2. Austin Meadows goes down looking at the four-seam fastball, and Martinez pitches a good first. That'll bring in Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. He will be their starter today. He hasn't had a great postseason either in his 2 starts. Richie McGowan will take a leadoff walk in the bottom half of the first, and that'll put a very speedy base runner on for this Tiger team. Ketel Marte jammed a little bit on the high and inside fastball, and that one will be caught out and right for out number 1. Brings up Frankie Lindor. He goes down swinging at the high inside heater. Probably would have jammed him anyways. That'll bring up Alec Bohm, and Bohm laces one to right, and that one will come off the wall. Richie McGowan going to go over to third. He got a little bit of a late jump. Bohm goes back to first. Nobody knew that one was going to land. Josh Donaldson, though, singles to left. He brings home the first run of Game 7. The all-important Game 7 to go to the World Series. Nice walk there for Wilson Ramos. That'll load the bases against McKay here with 2 away. Adley Rutschman comes up. Rutschman hits one out to right, and that one will be caught out in right field for the final out of the first inning. But Tigers get the first run across and lead it 1-0 at home. We'll be back. Into the second inning, Kyle Tucker now will take a fastball high for out number 1. Second strikeout from C-Mart. That'll bring up Mitch Hannah-Grenades, and this one is into center. Under it is McGowan for out number 2. That'll bring up Josh Fuentes. Fuentes batting .268 in the postseason, and that one's grounded over to Lindor, thrown on to first for the final out of the top of the second. We go to the bottom second. Nico Goodrum on a 3-2 pitch gets this one out to right and in foul territory. The catch is made for out number 1. That brings up Kendall Brown, and he swings through. Pass ball, though. They got to throw on to first, and that one will be done for out number 2. Okay, Richie McGowan now on the 3-2 pitch. He takes another walk, his second walk in as many at-bats today. We'll put him on with 2 away for Ketel Marte, and Marte sends this one out to right field, has a lot of air under it, and easy catch out in right field for the final out of the second. As we move into the third, Nick Senzel will lead it off. He's got a full count, this one dribbling into a gap, but Goodrum, nice range to get over and make that play. That'll bring up Manuel Margot. Margot hits it where nobody's going to get it, and that is a base knock, a 1-out hit for Margot, bringing up Caleb Hamilton, who swings at the extremely high 97-mile-an-hour heater, and is the third strikeout for C-Mart. Kyle Isbell sits there looking, and in a steal attempt by Margot, he will make it to second base. Tying run in scoring position for Isbell, and what a snag by Josh Donaldson at first to get us out of that jam. In the bottom of the third, it's Lindor leading off, and that's a ground out to shortstop. They will get him quite easily. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. And Bohm dribbling one up the middle. He actually gets over there and makes that play, but the throw on to first is no good. So Bohm on first, and the strikeout from Josh Donaldson is the third strikeout from McKay. That'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's jammed on this pitch. And that one is a pop out to the pitcher mound, caught by Isbell. So we are through 3 in Detroit. It is 1-0 in Game 7. We'll be back. Inning number 4 starts with Carlos Martinez in a full count, and this one is foul and caught in foul territory by Donaldson for out number 1. Austin Meadows goes down swinging on the slider. Great pitch from Martinez, and he's been kind of on today. Kyle Tucker comes up, and this one is hit to right field, drifting towards foul territory, and Marte will make the catch in foul territory. We will go to the bottom half of the inning. Adley Rutschman to lead it off. And Rutschman with a base hit to lead this one off in right field. Perfect little lining bloop, and that'll bring up Nico Goodrum. He lines this into center field. 2 straight base hits to lead off the 4th for the Tigers. Kendall Brown now. He will get a base hit as well into right. And the bases are bombed in the bottom of the 4th for Richie McGowan. McGowan out to left. This one is caught out in left. Attempt to tag coming home. Throw is way off. And that is a run scored for Adley Rutschman. That'll bring up Ketel Marte. This one heading into the right center field gap. It is in the gap and up against the wall. Detroit is making this a bigger inning. That'll be 2 runs and a bases clearing double. And that'll bring up Frankie Lindor, who barely taps this one. He'll be thrown out at first. But another run is 90 feet away for Alec Boehm. He has this one going out to center, and shallow center it is caught. But hey, Tigers add 3 more in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Mitch Hannagrenades leading it off for the Rays, and he strikes out on a really high pitch. Shouldn't have even gone for it, but it's Martinez's 5th strikeout. That brings up Josh Fuentes. And Fuentes into left field, and that one is underneath by Kendall Brown. He will make the catch. That brings up Manuel Margot, and he strikes out on the inside cutter. They get him looking. And now we go to the bottom of the 5th. Josh Donaldson is hit by a pitch to lead off this inning. He doesn't like it very much. He has some choice words, and Anthony Banda will come in, as it is apparent that McKay lost his control. So 5 games pitched for Banda, 9 innings. He's been all right. Here's Wilson Ramos with a dribbler over to 3rd. They're going to try to start this double play, and it is successful. Adley Rutschman last hope in the bottom of the 5th, and this one headed towards a gap, but great range again by the shortstop to make that play for the final out of the 5th. We are through 5 in Detroit. 4-0 Tigers. We'll be back. Tampa Bay getting 1 hit. Into the 6th we go. Here's Caleb Hamilton, and this one barely touched over to the pitcher's mound, and Martinez makes the throw to first for out number 1. Kyle Isbell now on a full count, dribbling over to Lindor, who will throw on to first for out number 2. Now Willie Adames on the 1-1 pitch. This one's hit pretty high over out to right field, drifting towards foul territory, and Ketel Marte makes it in that tight little foul territory corner as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Goodrum to lead off. He's got this one headed into the gap. It is lined perfectly into the right center field gap, and he is all the way to 2nd, possibly going to turn and go to 3rd. He will, and then he decides to come back, and he is tagged out. Goodrum a little over-aggressive. And that'll bring up Kendall Brown, who's not aggressive enough as he goes down looking on the pitch that hit the bottom inside corner of the zone. Richie McGowan up, and he gets a base hit into left field, which means that if Nico Goodrum would have just not been over-aggressive, we would have been in great shape. That brings up Ketel Marte, and it's a grounder over to short that is easily played to end the 6th. Tuki Toussaint comes in to pitch the 7th. He has pitched 3 postseason games, and we'll see what he can do here. Austin Meadows flies this one out to right field as his first opposing batter, and that is out number 1, caught by Ketel. That'll bring up Kyle Tucker, and this one dribbling over to first. Pitcher covering, and a great job covering by Tuki Toussaint. Then the 12-6 curve, getting the strikeout of Hannagrenades. What a play. Nice pitch. That'll bring up Lindor, and Lindor goes down on the fastball low and away a little bit. That'll bring up Alec Boehm, and Boehm has one down in the zone, and he grounds this one over to shortstop. He's thrown out at first base. So with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, that brings up Josh Donaldson, and Donaldson also going to ground to shortstop. Shortstop's getting a lot of work here tonight, and that is the 3rd out. That'll go into the 8th. Tuki Toussaint still pitching. Here's Fuentes, and that's an easy infield fly for Donaldson. That'll bring up Nick Senzel, and this is a base hit into right field. They'll get themselves a base runner here in the 8th, and that's important for them. That'll bring in Corey Knievel. He hasn't pitched yet this entire postseason. He's been not really feeling well, and he's a little bit better now, so we're good to see him back. There's a double play chance. They don't get the second leg of it, and that'll bring in Caleb Hamilton, and he will hit this one to straightaway center, and Richie McGowan will take care of it. The fly out will bring us to the bottom of the 8th. Wilson Ramos up at the plate on the 3-1 pitch, and this one's kind of embarrassing into foul territory by first base, and Isbell almost misplayed it, but he ends up making the catch. Now Adley Rushman up at the plate, and Rushman right up the middle for a base knock into center. We get a base runner in the bottom of the 8th for Nico Goodrum. He goes down swinging on the high heater he probably shouldn't have even swung at. That'll bring in Anthony Banda against Kendall Brown, and Kendall Brown will ground out for the final out of the 8th inning. We are going to the 9th. Last chance for the Rays. It's 4-0 Tigers. We'll be back. Into the 9th we go, and you know Aroldis Chapman is coming out. He's 4 for 4 in save opportunities. This could be number 5 for him. He's yet to allow a hit to a right-handed batter or a run at all. Here's a lefty batter, and the strikeout on the slider for Kyle Isbell for out number 1. That'll bring up a righty in Willy Adames. He goes down swinging at the low sinker ball. Chapman's feeling it right now in this 9th. Austin Meadows, and he goes down on the slider away. Chapman has done it. He's gotten the Detroit Tigers into the World Series. And what a series it's going to be. They'll have to take on the Milwaukee Brewers, who have basically swept through the postseason. So this should be a tough matchup. And this one went the distance. What a series this one has been. This ALCS is one for the ages. A 7-game series, most of them very close ball games. But congrats to the American League champion, Detroit Tigers. We have done it. It took 4 seasons to get here, but we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Martinez gets his player of the game in game number 7. Redemption for Carlos. McKay went 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, but 4 very good innings for Banda. Martinez, though, 6 shutout innings. You love to see it. We have won the American League Championship Series, that ALCS. You know our opponent is the Brewers. I hope you guys are excited for a Griffin Canning, Brandon Woodruff, game number 1. 2 very good pitchers. Make sure you guys drop a like if you are excited. Let me know in the comments section what your predictions for the series are. And subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It's literally all we do here. We can build a winner together. If you want to see more, click right here to see more franchise.